Good afternoon, everybody. What's up? How is everybody doing? What up, what up, what up? Thank you. Someone said congrats on your big win. I appreciate it. So, insane. If you guys haven't checked it out, yesterday I had $15,000 day. It was insane. 9,000 from my funded futures expert account, 150K, and 6,000 on a Top Step Express account. So pretty crazy considering like I did put aside to my funded futures accounts for payouts. So I was literally just using one from that had like 1,300 in profit, and now that one's has quite the buffer on it. So really crazy. Afternoons have been a lot better for me recently. Buongiorno. Yeah, so buongiorno. Thank you. So what's going on? I skipped the morning, honestly, because yesterday was such a large range, and then also I was like, wanted to sleep in. I had a huge win, right? So pretty much like gonna size down a little bit. And also, FOMC minutes, but, you know, everyone was saying, you know, it's not the same as FOMC, which is true, right? It's FOMC minutes, which is a different news release. It's not as volatile, doesn't have the same effect on the market, but I wanted a break, and also, I don't know, like it was a large range day yesterday, so we can check out. Last FOMC minutes was on January 3rd. Not really much happened. This is 9:30, and we already had that day. We had gapped down already, and 2 p.m. was FOMC minutes. Just like swept the low and then didn't even go for buy side. So that was uneventful, kind of. So what happened, right? So we're kind of just like grinding around yesterday's low. We filled this. This is an hourly fair value gap I marked out on my little trade review yesterday. But this is now like a daily imbalance, also volume imbalance. So I don't think I need this one because this is like already filled all the way yesterday, right? But it's interesting how like we're just like wicking it, right? Kind of weird. ES still hasn't hit last week's low, which is interesting. Someone said they're scared of minutes. It's in 2 minutes, the minutes. And also, even for minutes, I'll also wait like 30 minutes to participate in anything, right? So I'm not in like any kind of rush. And I'm also going to be tape reading. The title of this video is tape reading. So what was interesting, we had like kept these equal highs yesterday, and they're still there. You have a weekly low down here, but it's to think about. Like, are we going to be that volatile today? I think we filled in. Yeah, not much of a gap down, right? This is yesterday's like low. Like we, yeah, it's not really much of a gap, I would say. This is definitely sell side, and buy side is all the way up here. Right, ES hasn't really completed. So what do we have tomorrow? We have unemployment claims tomorrow as high impact, and oh wait, no, I was looking at a different. Oh wait, we do have unemployment claims tomorrow and flash PMI. Okay, we have a few red folder events. So let's take a look at what we're doing here. It's 2 p.m. Not much movement. Okay, I don't think I need this anymore, but we're holding below this. You know, looks bearish. I want to show, like, check out ES also. Tanya, learn ICT concepts, someone suggested. Who are you telling ICT's daughter to learn ICT concepts? Who do you think you are, bro? So, ES is over here, and then we can see it still has last week's low to go for. But like it's like, it is the stronger one of NASDAQ. NASDAQ just took this low, ES did not yet. This was some sell side from ES yesterday. Took like Wednesday's AM low here, as well as this failure swing. You know me, I'll always like mark out the bottom of a hourly fair value gap. So this is not needed anymore for ES. So let's see, I'll definitely put out like a little alert if ES breaks the low of the day. It is just, you know, price is lethargic. It's just making these lower highs, pretty much, right? On the hourly. Respecting bearish fair value gaps. ES, right? This one here. There hasn't really been like a run on buy side liquidity in a while. You don't really need one if you feel an imbalance. Okay. Of course, we're going to check out DXY for a moment. So this is why I had my bearish narrative, was because it was taking out this low in this daily fair value gap, and it was not closing below it. It was being reversed, showing signs of reversals within here yesterday, which definitely helped push indices lower. So it's still just hanging around DXY. There's not like any sort of like bullish fair value gap to get excited about here. Nothing really clean. You know what I'm saying? So to think like indices are going to go lower, we would need some sort of sponsorship from DXY to go higher. So it looks like it's dropping down again in this area. So, and it looks like NQ is being bought up a bit. And ES. Okay. Don't need that anymore. So you have like this lower highs. Okay. NQ. This is the 15-minute for NQ. Let me also mark out the beginning of the day. Not really much action. Did you guys trade the morning? Put out a little poll here. Wow, 1,300 viewers in the afternoon is nice. Thanks for watching. This is the weekly for NQ. Pretty interesting. We had Monday, high of the week, which oftentimes, for me, I've seen, right? If Monday like makes some significant high or low, then high of the week or low of the week, then we typically have some sort of like trending week, like that in that direction, if there's some targets. So yeah, I'm still bearish. Ugliest price action I've ever seen. Yeah, like this is the 15-minute. We like to look at that as like a bellwether for clean setups, right? So like even like I guess yesterday I got out like the NFP Friday sell side, which is like this. 65s, and then I shut down my computer immediately. I was like, I'm not gonna get like, just because I nailed the short doesn't mean I have to get into a long now. Like, no. I definitely saw this as a point of interest to reverse, but like, why would I? I got the sell side, now I need to hold, and the move up is always a lot slower than the move down. So from here, 12:30 took all the way until 4 p.m. to move the same amount from that this took in like an hour, right? It took 3 hours to come back, 4 hours, 3.5, and this took 1 hour. Crazy. But anyway, the 15 provides more context always, right? Like this would have been some buy side. But like now it's just like, what is this? Garbage, right? What do we do here? This is London. It's London high. I don't think we're gonna get back up there. So London made the high of the day, probably. It broke this low with a fair value gap, respected it. The interesting part about this is that like we didn't close below now at this low, which means like we could come back all the way probably in here. This is an hourly fair value gap, a small one, which makes sense, like, right? Like if it doesn't close, this candle didn't close below this, so it makes sense that this candle just reversed all the way back into here and wicked it again. Even this can come all the way here. Wicks do the damage for sure. But we shouldn't come back up here, right? So if we're still bearish to go down, shouldn't come all the way back up here in this one. Like this highs should be protected, I believe. And is this high like, it's probably from yesterday. It's not the, today's Wednesday. No, this is the London high. Yeah, I don't think that we should come back there for, but obviously, so I can wick back in here. Pretty ugly. Same thing, let's like analyze ES for a minute, right, with that. Someone's gonna buy? Okay, good luck. Bum bum bum. Mark out. I have 2:30 marked out, right? Okay. Is FOMC minutes also as two-stage delivery? Most of the time, yeah. Like this is last time. This is 2, and then 2:30 is here, right? This is kind of like an example, pretty similar to today, right? Like ugly barcode, like so. I'm pretty much doing the same thing that we're doing right now, right? So NQ took this low. I wonder if ES took that low on January 3rd. Maybe it didn't, but it didn't go to buy side, right? And it also had made London high of the day, although this was a larger move down, I think, from London, 730 to 640, 130 points. What's today's move from London? 586. It's about 80 points. Okay. Still, though, it's pretty similar, would you say? Today to January 3rd. Let's see ES on January 3rd. Did I change it to... Okay. Let me change it now to ES. January 3rd is probably this one. Yeah. When you like... when you like look at the charts every day, it's like... Yep, look at Wednesday. ES did not close, like NQ took the low of the day there, right? But like, did it go for buy side? No, also stalled, right? Yes. Right, we were just looking at that for NQ at January 3rd. That doesn't mean like it's gonna be amazing action to the upside now. This is January 3rd for NQ. The last FOMC minutes, right? Took the low of the day here. Right, but neither of them went for anything crazy, right? Just had one more 15-minute bar move up. So, you know, maybe it comes back up here, wicks something. Wicks in here. It's a small hourly fair value gap. It's balanced already, but like we didn't close below any lows on the hourly, so it can come back up in here. But it shouldn't come back up here. There's just not really much anything that's that clean. So we can measure that move from here to here as the range, right? Because that's the move since London. Okay. So this is like 50% of that range. Could reject there as well. It doesn't really need to come back all the way up here. I'm just saying what could happen. I feel like I should be analyzing ES a little bit more now. But yeah, this is gross, right? Dips down 30 points for that like FOMC minutes little liquidity purge, and it's just like grinding here. It went back up to 50% of the range. Wicked it, likely, you know, I don't know, likely does the same thing as last time. In my humble opinion, it looks very similar to a month ago, January 3rd. I think someone tagged me on Twitter, I think Andrew, if you're here, tagged me showing me like last year's like action where like Nvidia earnings. Also, yeah, we have Nvidia earnings after the close. It feels like, you know, market could be held in a holding pattern, which means consolidation pattern. Until then, I don't know. So far, it's just like wicked it. Dun dun. What are people saying? Do I use Midnight Open as premium discount guide? Yeah. I don't really mark it out on my charts. I just sort of know from the structure, and I look at London, so I feel like that's enough. $8:30 open is this. Did we have like, did we have 8:30 news today? No, right? Otherwise I would have. Nvidia up, somebody saying. Well, I don't know. I mean, yesterday was its first just down close candle. I really do think like with that action yesterday, it just like looked like a large fund you know, dumping its shares before earnings. I'm just looking at this now. It's like another huge move there for Nvidia at noon today. Right? Right? This is not, this is some fun like taking profit. Like it was just straight down, especially on the Nasdaq. It was like we moved like 130 points in like 5 minutes. Like that's crazy. Nvidia moved like literally down like 4% in this one move, right? Yesterday. Ended the day down like, and then just like did this, right? Which is why I was thinking sustained bearishness with this move too. It's like a 14-point move there. Yeah, with like stocks, like I've said, I will like look at just like some indicators just to have some sort of idea, because I'm not gonna draw a structure out on every single stock essentially. I don't even know. This is like a bullish breaker on the daily for Tesla. Yeah, it's kind of holding within this. I'm definitely going to be watching like to see if Tesla like holds up in regards to like if NQ like moves, you know, lower the next few days, but like Tesla holds in this area and doesn't drop with it, then I'll like that's a sign of relative strength in some stocks. So it could like that would support its bullish structure if this was a like a bullish breaker on the weekly. Anyway, ES I'm looking at. This is 4-hour hourly. He never even closed below this low. It could even come, ES could like come up here. Wait, we closed below this, but we shouldn't come back up here, which is yesterday's high. But ES could come back in this area. We could take this out too. Doesn't mean it's going to, but I'm just saying like, it's like on the hourly. Like I want ES to go to this, honestly. But it's very strong. Like NASDAQ is below this right now. Okay, I don't think I need this anymore. Put last week's low here now. We have also have some SSL there. Pretty uneventful action here right now. Not anything where I would like want to put money down to risk. There's just no like clean framework on the hourly even, right? Like, in my opinion, right, let me just think for a moment. Yeah, we can come back within here. We shouldn't really actually come here, really. Could, though, make an SMT with NQ at some point. I feel like it could. Because, like, the thing is that we never close below this or this. So it could come back inside this range and just do whatever. Just like London high. So I'm pretty happy that I decided to like sleep in yesterday, because like the morning, it's not like anything happened this morning either. It's just barcoding. Looks like NQ is definitely weaker. I would like to see like some sort of like close below low, but displacement, but not really anything. Can you imagine the people that are just like went long here? It's just like nothing happened. Let's mark out 230. I have 230 marked out for NQ as well. I think like NQ is still a little easier for me to read right now than ES. So I'm gonna go back to NQ. Right, so we wicked in here. Took sell side, we took like some buy side in the 5-minute range, right? This high in the 50% of the range. Okay, now what? You know, took that low. We'll also look at DXY at the same time, of course. Yeah, no rush for sure. Like when I want to put down risk is when this is when the big winners are created, right? When all the time frames are in sync, right? So like, oh, the daily is bearish, the hourly is bearish, the 5 minute just shifted bearish. Now the 1 minute retracement into the 5 minute fair value gap, or like, oh, even 1 minute bearish shift into a fair value gap. And then that's how you capture a huge move, getting in on like a 1 minute entry for like an hourly target or like a weekly target, right? Even like with my huge win yesterday though, could have managed it a little bit better, in the sake of like, I managed my Top Step account where I could only have like 3 minis maximum because of the scaling. I managed that pretty well, like more like I just didn't manage it. I just like let that ride while I was more actively managing my funded futures one, because at some point I had a lot of contracts there. So I was like aggressively taking profit as it was like distributing lower, because, well, pay the trader. And also like though, even take like the way that I was pyramiding in, allowed for me to take profit there anyway, right? Like when I was pyramiding in, my stop loss was like less than 5 points because my average price was higher. Like I was never in any drawdown. So with that like risk reward, like it was fine for me to take some profit off the table there, especially like I'm not like used to having such large contract sizing. So that's just like a new level unlocked essentially, right? It's so different when it's like, you know, real money. And I did look at my P&L, right? And I was like looking at how much was unrealized, and I was like, oh, I gotta take more profit. But if I didn't, like, I probably would have made like I don't know, like 12,000 on that account, right? Because if I had 3 contracts on Top Step, and I made 6,000 on that one, just letting it ride to that like NFP sell side. All right, so we went there. Yeah, now we're going lower. So I definitely think that that's actually the actual move lower. So cool. Let me see ES here, right? This is the DXY actually. We came back into that daily fair value gap. We took some sell side here. We're bouncing again. So likely we just go for this high, that high, and indices continue lower. Let's see ES. ES still has time to get here. NQ is taking the low of the day right now. Okay. So essentially we retraced into 50% of this range. Took that buy side. Had some sort of a shift here. Now we're lower. Right? It shouldn't have inverted this completely. Let me see. My Ninja Trader. Okay. At the open, was there any sort of like Judas? No. Which makes things a little more complicated. Okay. Okay, yes, finally catching up. So you see how that wasn't really a significant SMT, right? And we did not have to go for any buy side. So I hope that kept some people safe. Okay. The draw for ES, I believe, should be like last week's low. What are we down right now? Only 0.5%. You know, today could be the 3rd large down day in a row right? So typically they can happen in threes like that. So we'll see what happens. Right. It's the move lower. Like, what exactly was the manipulation higher here? Like, that you'll measure out, I guess, this. Yeah. I don't know what this is matching. Oh, this is just like the range from earlier. Okay. From London? What was the range from London? Yeah. So this is if, like, we, London. I'm just checking for any more imbalances. Alright, NQ. Dripping lower, dripping lower. Broke a low with an imbalance there. You know, I definitely think that that's the move lower. I don't think that we're now just gonna reverse, because why? Because now we're finally closing, like this hourly is likely gonna close below this one, right? It was just dancing, and now it's just finally giving it up. Likely this 15-minute should close below this. If it doesn't, I'll be a little concerned, I guess. And I won't really get in yet. It'd be nice if this closes. In the next 2 minutes we'll find out. So essentially, like, we shouldn't, right here. It's fine. Close below that. Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice to have like a 5-minute fair value gap and just ride it lower. I feel like it's a large stop, so I'll have to definitely look at things on a smaller level. Okay, ES took the low. It's just like wicking it a little, retracing higher back into its range. Right, so ES actually is giving decent entry right there, unlike the 3-minute. I would probably, this is like, I'd probably put the stop like there, and like target last week's low, right? Right, and NQ is a lot weaker, right? It's actually looking good on the 15. Decisions. Should I go for the ES play? What's Tesla like? What's Nvidia? Nvidia's down 3%. Tesla's down 1.5. The decisions, you gotta make them quick. Probably better to just like go for the NASDAQ trade. Nvidia is down. It's mostly down on the day for in the market. Where is it? Right, Nvidia. It's basically just Nvidia. Right here. Yeah. So, I'm definitely focus more on NASDAQ than ES. I'm gonna just watch ES for like, you know, some ideas, some confluence, but we can also see if that ends up working. That would be cool. NASDAQ. We broke that low. Right, with a large imbalance. We shouldn't come back up here. right? But that's a large stop. This is a bearish breaker. And a fair value gap lined up right here. So, what's the idea for that? Put the stop above like the imbalance. The leg that created it. So then that would be large stop. So you could just wait for a retracement. I mean, like a reaction within this. Okay. It could literally also just die. Let me see. This 15 minutes, sort of like an immediate rebalancing type of situation happening right here. Right, I don't want to rush. So, now it's 2:30. Should definitely give us something. Right, but Nasdaq's a lot weaker than ES, so it might not even retrace to 50%. Yeah. It's like a large stop. I don't like it. For last week's low. I don't think it's... What's it gonna do? Another, what's that? How many points is that I would look for? A lot. The 2.5 range for that is here. From here to here. So it could get there. Right, we'll definitely watch for that. It was super lethargic within here. And now it's just like breaking this. The thing is, I don't need to have it. I could like have the stop there, honestly. Because it's like, oh, if it broke with this much points, right? How large are these fair value gaps? Pretty large. It looks like it's going to leave without us here, right? Let's see the 2-minute there. Decisions. DXY is pushing back up. Right, I don't want to get like a fill like this and then get messed up for sure. So let's see if it comes back into 50%. If it doesn't, then I'll have to find like a silver, like the next leg, right? Then if it closes below this, then it shouldn't come back within this, right? And then I'll just put my stop there, right? So, gotta be patient. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'd probably just put my stop like this. If it comes back and fills me. But it's more likely it's gonna like leave without me or something. I don't know, we'll see. There's no like point of interest here where like, oh, now we're just gonna reverse, right? Like, what's your point of interest here? Filling this? No. You know? So that's why I'm like okay with that risk. Looks like ES is following that 3-minute quite well. That idea that I put up. Right? That was my idea. So that's following it so far, right? I mean, whatever. It's in it like for you be up like 2 points. Big deal. So DXY is kind of just not the best, honestly. It like popped up there, but like it's still consolidating, right? So I'm not in anything still. Right, it took this sell side again. It was just like, what are you even gonna do now? Right, took the sell side, reached a little bit back up, but it's not like there was any there's no market structure shift on like the 1 minute for DXY, so it could like come back down there again, or I don't know. But so far, getting these small bodied candles from NQ would be nice too. Let's see a close below low here. Maybe I can get into some sort of silver bullet situation. Like a second distribution situation, then put my stop here and, you know, ride it lower. And it would be nice for that to happen with like DXY breaking structure to the upside. But you know, nothing yet. Definitely have an alert in. Right, so the 15-minute now. It's nice, close that below. Close below that. Creating another candle. Honestly, it would be nice for it to close below. And then we'll see more of like a trend situation, right? Because we haven't really had many 15-minute candles happening in conjunction with one another. So far I was correct about, like, I think the move is down. So we'll see. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's see like a close below that. No close yet. There's 2 more minutes. No close yet. We'll see what happens. But I like how interesting this is. Okay, so that rebalanced there. Now we're closing, displacing. Pretty nice. DXY is going higher. ES is reaching lower now. Cool. Might have to figure out what to do. We'll see. Just need to find some sort of entry. Right, the stop would definitely be over here. If it's closing here. But no entry yet, no close yet. Interesting. Right, it looks like, yes, thank you, bro. I don't mean crossing every time, so I'm gonna take that off and redraw that. I apologize. Okay, I think we're good with the alerts, right? Okay, close below. Could come here. Oh, I'll even watch on the 2-minute. The 3-minute as well. Okay, the 3-minute still didn't close that. Watch the 2-minute here. 30 seconds left. So it's actually quite balanced here, meaning it wicked and is painting both ways. Interesting. Now I will, if it comes here, I will definitely look to participate. Even here, right? Because now this is like the 2-minute didn't close though. 2-minute did not close there. Pretty tough. See what happens. How many can I take? Like 6. Okay. Oh, 12. Okay. Okay. It's now, if this is like closed below, this is creating an order block. It would be good. This is like, these are signs of like a low resistance liquidity run. And DXY is crossing up higher. YM is finally going towards low of day. So pretty good that this is now an order block. Let's see it close below it. Didn't close below it yet. Waiting for some kind of entry, right? Not in it yet. Boom, boom. Could come back here. Could come back above this, which is where I would enter. Okay. But if it closes below it, then it doesn't have to. Then it won't and shouldn't actually. Let's watch that. Like, look at this little order block. It just pushed it lower. More small body candles before larger ones. Okay. I didn't get filled up here, but that's fine. Like I said, now we're actually having some closes with fair value gaps. I'm very much relaxed. Calling price pretty well. Just need to find some sort of entry. Like I said, I want it to close below it, so then I can just put my stop there. Cool. I might have to go on the 30-second. Sigh. Tanya doesn't really like the 30-second. Alright, filled there. Only got filled 5. I'll have to be quick here. Okay, my stop is 97.25. Shouldn't come back to this order block. Let's go back to the 1 minute. We closed below this. Shouldn't come back up here. So this is now a balanced price range. Create an order block. So my stop is about 16 points. I have 10 contracts, so I'm risking 10 micro contracts, okay? I can't deal with the whatever. This is now a 1 minute fair value gap now. So see if it ends up coming back into it or not. DXY is going higher, so that's good. So what would my target be, right? So 2.5 is a good target. Are we gonna have a large boot? 150 points, no big deal. Risking 16 to make 150, you guys. Yeah, pretty tough. But I think that's supposed to be a, how would you say? It's gonna be left open. Right, so I'm in profit this whole time so far, so decent. I'm so serious. If I get stopped, I'm blaming people, market makers, for watching my stream. Where's like -1 of that London that I said? Like it can move -1 from London. From the move since London. Right, so I'm in profit right now, like 3 points. The range from this to this. I have so many like standard deviations going on right now. So like Tanya. Okay, so this to this. Alright, I'm just gonna delete all of them. How's that? And then figure it out. So, what's that? That's a 2-minute. Small candles again, preceding large ones to the downside, right? So, I'm just gonna chill and have this open. Okay, -1 from the manipulation is this, and 2.5 is down there. That's just like the little manipulation from FOMC. Let's go on like the 15 real quick. Yeah, I don't really want, this is a decent stop because I don't really want us to retrace more than 50% into this 15-minute candle that broke that low, right? Makes sense? Like, then we're not really having trending, how would you say? Which I want to be part of it, like a trend. Okay. Wait, we didn't have manipulation, but what's the failure swing? There's not even like an opening failure swing, not the best. But when I said we were measuring the range from London to that, I'm still chilling in this position. I'm down like 3 points. Just creating more small body candles within this, right? I'm just trying to get some measured moves out here for targets. Because we have the weekly low, but like, it's like 10R. Wouldn't that be kind of hilarious though? Right, it does match up closely with that. Yeah, this move, a -1 of this move. This will be my first target here. 310.5. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. Don't really want us to invert this. It's wicking it. Perhaps I should add more. Let's see, 23 seconds left in this candle. I'm not worried. Not worried. Yep, you see, it's wicking it. It's closing now below it. Might add like maybe 2 more micro contracts. Cause like oh, it's not closing below it. No, I'm not adding. But if it did, I would add. No, not looking good, but let's see if this rejects it again here, this order block. Yeah, it did. What's DXY doing? I think I'm risking like $400 on this. Yeah, not a fan of this, for sure. It's not gonna look good for Tanya. I put it like 1 point above, but I probably will get stopped out in a minute. It's fine. I will also look again. I got stopped out, you guys. Down 380. Well. Let's see, what ends up happening here. If it rejects, I'll try again. I thought this was gonna be a, how would you say, breakaway gap? Guess it didn't. Watch how it reacts there. Boom, boom. DXY. It's looking whatever. It's not the best. It's 250. It's rejecting here. I'm gonna try it again, and I'll put my stop a little higher. Right? Yeah. Especially if it closes below this. There's no bullish fair value gaps on the way up. You got it? It's not like willingness to go higher. Okay, but I will go with smaller risk. Right, it's 250 right now. Okay, this, I feel it's like here. Okay, but I am going for larger moves here. So let's see what ends up happening. 2.85 bar. $2.85 there. We'll see. There definitely is like some sort of added pressure for me right now because it's like, oh, now you have to like prove yourself more live or something. But I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I definitely don't yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's decent. Boom, ba-da-dum. Boom. There's no like bullish fair value gaps on the way up, right? Showing. In fact, it's like wicking this area again. The 2-minute looks a lot cleaner. Small bodied candles again. I kind of want to add here because it's like wicking it. Okay, on top step because I'm doing micros, I can't do. It was just like you can't add. So yeah, that's fine. Top step because of the scaling because I had it copied. It's fine. And the top step one then. No, that's not looking good actually for me. I'll see on the 2-minute. If this inverts this is like these things where like I'll take off like half to mitigate my risk more. Like immediately, like I'll take off half as soon as like this closes above. Not looking good. DXY is coming back down into that range again. Oh well. It's only normal for me to take losses on camera after something like that. What's the high here? 418.75. Make sure. Yeah, so immediately I'm gonna take off, like, yeah, I know, Express. I'm gonna take off that Replicanto on the Express funded. For that one, I have to do that separately. I thought I did. Yeah, make sure it's not there. And once it starts following bullishness again, then I'll worry about that, but honestly, it's not great here for us. Not looking too good for Tanya. It doesn't want to give us any continuation on the 15. What can you do? Not much. It's like 3 o'clock. It should, if I want, it should have done it like towards now, you know? It's 3 o'clock. I was wrong about the, which way the large candles would be. So, let's continue watching here. I'm not going to try to over-manage the position, but really much is happening today. So, like, I don't want to over-manage and then re-enter again and then, you know, move stops and do that whole thing. One thing I could have probably waited for is, like, another low or, like, at least a close below a low. Like, this should have... It didn't close below it. I was not patient enough for that. Kind of impatient. Yeah, that's not looking good either. Look at that retrace. It's likely going to hit my stop. NQ doesn't want to follow no trends today. That's my stop, so we'll see. Go ahead, market makers, come for Tanya. It's fine. Reduce risk. How much am I down right now? Overall? Okay. I'm down $600 in my my funded futures. Yeah, that's fine. And what else is there? Yeah. So if I get stopped out here, I'll probably be down like 750, which is fine. Definitely fine because I was looking for way more downside. So like I said, I was looking for like 3R, 5R, 10R. So it definitely accounts for my win rate. But here we are, we're looking at this. I would like, for more bearishness, it would need to invert this, but it's not really looking like it will, right? Doesn't make any sense, unfortunately, for the bearish side right now. But we'll see what happens. If it inverts this, if it creates this into another order block, we'll have to reevaluate. But for now, it's really looking bullish in that sense where it's not closing even within the midpoint of that. But we'll see. Not gonna just chicken out of a trade completely. Like, I will take some risk off. Because, you know, it's like 3 p.m. So it's just like, oh, we're gonna really move that much before 3 p.m. Probably not, but like it could come back to these lows and whatever. We'll see. Well, we shall see. I see, said the blind man to his deaf brother. Really odd. It's like DXY follows bullishness, but like it comes back to the same PD rate like a million bajillion times, right? Okay, let's invert this. Let's close below this, please. Please, for me. Do. And then ICT's like, don't talk to the candlesticks. If anyone's new here, that's what like he told me. It's like, don't talk to the candlesticks. But like, what if I want to? Just joking around. So, what's the high of this candle? Did we invert this? Yeah, we did invert this, so let's see what ends up happening. Nothing. Nothing worth writing home about here. Thankfully I didn't just like add, because I just noticed it's not the best structure. What time is it? 3? Yeah, I'm likely just gonna stop out because it should have already been down here probably. But, you know, just still gonna hold. It is a high resistance liquidity run condition at this point. I would obviously look for a break of a low here. It wants to come back all the way down here. Yep. Are the market makers gonna come for Tanya's stop or nah? If you look at the 2 minute, it was like such like a wick. Interesting. I don't know. Not really that matters that much. Like, there's no way I would just like go in long here for what? Your little like 1 minute, 30-second like market maker buy model. Still, this whole move up was not really sponsored by bullishness. Fake move up. Looks fake. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. What was the... Wait, I was outlining like a fair value gap. Was that on the 30-second? Yeah. LOL. Even I was watching the 30-second there the whole time. Oh, whatever. It's still valid. Okay, so still I'm gonna watch then this little inversion. Did we break below that there? Yeah. Okay. I don't know, this looks so fake to me. Okay, wait, now we have like these volume imbalances on the one. It's like very tempting for me to just add back to the position, but like it's not like we had like such a significant we don't have like a close below low. We had like some small like indication here. Like this would be nice to close below this now. We'll see. Bom, bom, ba-da-da, bom. Tanya, make your lines straight. I'm sorry. Yeah, another inversion. I have like a little of this. Little action there. I think I will like add some contracts back. Yeah. I did. I have 9. I didn't add like my full like 12. I have 9 now. ES is like starting to bleed lower towards the low of the day. Oh, I forgot to like open up the top step. Cool. Yeah, it looks decent. Close below this now. Looks decent. Doesn't close with a displacement really, but like we have some other ones up there it can reach back into and whatever. Whatever you want to do on Q. Sue me. But like I'm being sort of careful not to add too much in case of like how would you say? In case like this just consolidates towards the close. Right? We'll see. Hands off the mouse pretty much now. Yeah, I'll probably take like a partial along the way. We'll see the reactions and whatever. But like I would like it to go here, 3R. But of course, probably not. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Just wants to be a bum. You don't really want to be caught in like a consolidation market. Know what I'm saying? Market makers are watching my stream and they're like, oh man, we can't do it today. We can't send it lower. She's in the position. I think the 2 minutes probably cleaner here. Yeah, this is not safe. As soon as it like starts dropping in here, it'll probably bleed through it. But who knows if it's gonna do that and when it's gonna do that. Just gotta be patient. It's being kind of boring. I think a lot of times if I just wait for reactions within certain PD areas, I'd probably be saved like this when I was trying to go here. I would have just waited, like here. And I just would have saved me some money, but it's fine. Cause if I win, like it'll be a large win, so. As soon as it like starts closing below this, then I'll put my stop here. And look at other PD arrays. So obviously now I'm looking at this one. And these lows. What time is it? It's about to be 3:10. Whenever you're ready, NQ. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Just hanging around. Let me just think for a moment. We've had some bearishness on the downside, yeah, we have like a volume imbalance. Alright, we're watching this now. Yes, it's starting to leak lower. 2.5 would be all the way at 259. It's just holding pattern. Watch it like drop when Nvidia earnings happen. I wouldn't be surprised, right? It's just consolidation markets, kind of annoying. YM is leaking lower towards its new low today, but it's not really accelerating towards anything. Kind of boring. Like I've been saying that for a while now. I wanted like fast moves. It's not the worst. Right? This is holding. It's not the worst. Like it could happen still. We have like an hour left. 40 minutes left. Yeah, it's around my entry right now. I just don't see this as any sort of like area. It's like last resort for people. Like it's not gonna hold. This fair value gap doesn't mean anything to me, you know? This bullish one. So I don't know why we're just making some fake support for some people. I don't know. Dun dun ba da da bum ba da da bum. So bored out of my mind right now. Didn't make that straight for people either. This is high here. 18.75, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, I'm making fake ass support, right? I don't know. We'll have to wait. Wait and see. There, go ahead and wick this another time. Sorry, I was talking to the candlesticks. I apologize. Alright, now I'd like to see some sort of speed. Otherwise, we're just not going to go anywhere. It's like 3:15. So 3:15 to, what is it? Like a 3:45. Like ES just hit low of day. YM hit low of day. NQ is just boring. Not hitting low of day. Yet. Right? I guess it's just I don't know what I was doing, just giving people false hope. I don't know what to say. I was wicking that area. It's very small body candles. Now let's just see some like large ones on the downside would be great for me. That'd be nice. I have 1 more minute in this 2-minute candle. Right. Now as it's like creeping towards this low that filled this fair value, this definitely should not wick it another time or whatever. Like when it comes here, it should definitely just like displace, you know? Have some sort of move lower. So I'm watching that. Literally feels like I was like watching this and I was like, is my like screen frozen because it's just going so slow? No, was it moving? DXY is pushing up, which is like the odd part of this. Oh well. Coming back another time within here. Go ahead, I guess. See how this candle closes. I don't really want this to have like a fair value gap here. How many people are watching right now? Oh my god, 2,000 people in the afternoon is crazy, bro. That's crazy. Well, welcome. We'll see what happens here, but that sucks right there. Especially like ES took that low. Tiny's gonna get stopped out. Probably. I mean, I'm not just gonna preemptively stop out though, because you could just consolidate. Right? Okay. The reason why I didn't put my stop up at this high though is because like we didn't close below this low, so it could come back here. But we closed below this one, so that's why I put my stop up here. What's funny about this is like ES didn't take this, so that's your like, right? SMT here and here, which is not great, right? But obviously I'm the short bias, so I'm gonna look more at that. Look at that wick, interesting. I'm still not stopped, so. Boring. Like I keep saying that. It's boring. Really not good action today overall, but it's fine. I didn't really lose much so far. I mean, I could still make money, so that's good too. Alright, we'll see. NQ just, I mean, all the indices really are just being boring. So I'm at least happy, right? So at least I'm happy I didn't like push my stop here. Kept it. Sticking with my guns, I guess. Sticking with my idea, because risk is managed. Alright, now that it tricked, I don't know, now it should, what I mean to say is like, now that it manipulated that, it should really, if it's any good, it should displace here, but it's not. Well, we have 37 seconds left in this candle, so it could. Could. You know, ES is going lower, so I don't know. It's gonna be like that. It's waiting until the close for NVIDIA, I guess. I don't know. Right, ES is going lower. YM is going lower. DXY is going higher. NQ is exactly the same. Come on, bruh. Hit that like button. Welcome, everybody. Tanya's still in her short. What's this low? Let me make sure my OBS is showing correctly. Yeah. What's this low here? This is not like a pyramiding situation, right? Where you like keep where you're big and you're adding, because it's just like there's no obvious second distribution happening. Like if we were like here, and would have been a lot easier. What's this low I was trying to look at? 82.75, 83.25. Okay, so we didn't break this actually, so whatever. If you want to do more fake support for people, I don't know, kind of bored at this point, then you have this BPR right here now. Not looking the best. The best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep me down. Just like 5 minute like wicking both ways. Sucks. Sucks to suck. Yeah, I don't know. NQ is just in a holding pattern. You know, maybe it happens towards the end of the day. I'll still stay in this. Unless I get stopped, obviously. Just like thinking about like, oh, was I mostly... It's not the best trade because I wasn't mostly like... It's not like I'm in profit this whole time and holding. Like those are my best trades, right? My best trades are like, take like 15 to 30 minutes, and like by like the 10-minute mark, I'm already in profit, comfortable, whatever. Now I'm just like, you know, it's back and forth. It's not really a good environment for this. No, not looking good. Boring. ES took the low day again, and then Q didn't do it. I said I wanted to accelerate here, it didn't. So, not really looking good for the bears. I'm still gonna just hold it because, well, the volatility near the end of the day could do something. Oops, stopped out. What can I do? I am down 875 on the day. Oh well. What can I do? And that's it. No more trades for me. Done. And yeah, didn't give me what I wanted, so no, just consolidation towards the close. At least I didn't get like completely chopped up. Tried the same thing twice, but stay safe, everyone. That's all I can say. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:15. Hopefully action will be better. Definitely will watch to see what happens at the close for NVIDIA. Yeah, not good price action, but at least it's not like I got completely chopped, so yeah, that's it. Part of the game. You just have to remember, like, if you have a certain win rate, you can't get, like, flustered or anything, so that's it. Ciao.